Hey everyone, welcome back. I got a new review on a really great ship. This is the Imperial Japanese Navy, or IJN Hyuga. This boat is nutty. It's a Tier 7 Fuso on steroids with amazingly great accuracy. Um, I would be surprised if Wargaming does not nerf this boat. It's a great boat overall. However, a bit of history about this boat. She didn't have a great past. She's from World War One, technically. The Hyūga was the second of the last of the Ise-class battleships built by the IJN during the 1910s. Although she was completed in 1918, she played no role in World War One. The Hyūga did support Japanese forces in the early 1920s during the Siberian intervention in the Russian Civil War. And in 1923, she assisted survivors of the Great Kantō earthquake. The ship was partially modernized in two stages in 1927 to 1928 and then 1931-1932, during which her forward superstructure was built in the pagoda mast style you see today. The Hyūga was reconstructed in 1934-1936, improvements being made to her armour and propulsion machinery after she played a minor role in the Second Sino-Japanese War. However, despite the extensive reconstruction, this ship was considered obsolete by the eve of the Pacific War, aka the start of World War II against the Americans, and did not see actual significant action in the early years of the war. After the loss of most of the Imperial Japanese Navy large carriers during the Battle of Midway, where she lost 4 of her 6 fleet carriers, she was rebuilt with a flight deck, replacing the rear pair of gun turrets to give her the ability to operate an air group of floatplanes. I believe up to 27 planes. Lack of aircraft, however, qualified pilots meant that Hyuga never operated aircraft in combat. She did participate in the Battle of Cape Engaño, Leyte, I might say that wrong, sorry, late 1944, where she helped decoy the American carrier fleet supporting the invasion of Leyte Gulf away from the landing beaches. Afterwards, the ship was transferred to Southeast Asia, occasionally serving as a flagship. In northern 1945, the Hyuga participated in Operation Kita, during which she transported petrol and other strategic materials back to Japan. The ship was then reduced to reserve until she was sunk during an American airstrike in July of 1945, right before the end of the war. After the war, the Hyuga was scrapped in 1946 to 1947, which is a real shame because it's a cool looking ship. In the game, though, she's an amazing boat. Like I said, it is a naughty boat. It can do a lot of damage real quick, and she's got quite the, I would say, sneak attack surprise on it, which I'll get to in a bit. Her health pool is really great, actually. It's 61,000k. It's really good, and almost 61,000k, so it's good. She does have 6 times 12 356 millimeter guns with poor turret rotation, so grease the gears, captain skill, and the main battery modification in your selections if you want. This will help reduce it down to 32.6 seconds from the original 45 seconds. This will ensure your turrets. This ensures in turn your guns can track correctly, especially against enemies, especially against DDs if you get caught. I'm gonna just quickly say concealment is not her strength, not at all. In this game I'm 16.3, and I'm not sure I actually have the captain skill on it, but I think you can only get it down to about 14.5 kilometers with the right captain skills and flag. So it's not great, but she's got a range of over 20 kilometers in her ability to shoot, which is amazing. 20.3 kilometers, you can hit anything on most maps in the Tier 7 range, Tier 8, Tier 9, without too much trouble. I qualify her as a mini Musashi, but she can hold her own. Her secondaries are pretty good, and it can actually be a real threat against enemy ships of all types, even battleships, setting fires, destroyers, cruisers. She can do a good job, especially if you're kiting away and you're being chased. She can do a great job of that work. Defense is not bad, it's not good. If you get caught with a Tier 4 carrier, a Tier 6 carrier, you're okay. Okay is what I'd say. Tier 8, not so much. You can take a lot of damage. Especially a Saipan, which is Tier 8 with Tier 9 aircraft on it, if I remember correctly. I got in an argument with one of those, and she did do a lot of damage, but again, it was late in the game, so it wasn't too bad. But again, she held her own. It wasn't that bad. She has a fighter consumable, which really helps to detect EDs and so her spotting you. She can also do a great job in helping detect torpedoes, which is not bad. I'm not saying the fighter can, but overall, detecting torpedoes and whatnot with actually the captain skill, I would highly recommend you take it. So that way you get an extra 25% detection radius on torpedoes, because she has a slow turning radius. Her big shtick is her main gun reload booster with a 57-second cooldown on the consumable. I'm not kidding, it's awesome. I cannot tell you how many players see this boat shoot her main guns, which is over 30 seconds for reload, and then forget about the booster. They find out with the broadside salvo hitting them, it's so fun and satisfying to watch the pain on their ship. Like you're about to see here at the Missouri. They do a lot of damage. My aiming was not bad, but I'm able to get 2 shots off quicker than any battleship in Tier 7, Tier 8, or Tier 9. I can do this with this reload booster in this game, which is fantastic. The next shot did do a lot of damage to the Missouri. And that is a Tier 9 boat. Like I said, overall, she's a good boat, and she's a lot of fun. Now, in this game, the Missouri's about to come back, and I'm going to hit her again, I think. I did this replay a couple weeks ago, so I can't remember everything. And ba-boom. Well, maybe I do get her. She's starting to fire like an Atlanta. Ducka, 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 ducka. It's kind of cute, right? The one thing I will say is if you take the captain skill, I think it's 1 point, that allows you to change your ammunition type from AP to HE in 50% of the time. I'd highly recommend it. I cannot stress that enough. Please take it. Because when you come up against a DD, it's always good to know you can actually switch HE. Having 12 barrels, you can literally do what I just did in the Missouri and go boom, 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 boom. Just hold down the mouse button and just pop the destroyer, and she'll take a lot of damage. But hey, the best part of this is actually coming up a bit later, and that bit later is going to be in the harbor. So I'm going to let you guys watch, and I might tune back in a bit later. All right? Thanks. One of the good things about this ship is the AP I told you earlier. Here's me in a Phoenix. I completely and utterly devastate this Phoenix. I see the Nicholas is coming through, so I'm going to switch to HE. And yeah, how to take an enemy cruiser out of the game in basically one shot. And of course, the Nicholas does focus on me. So, as you can see, the carrier is coming out. I want you to watch my secondaries just light it up. Like I said, good secondaries. I can leave the secondaries on the carrier while I'm going to concentrate here in the Dallas and take some pock shots at her. And, no, I'm not. Apparently my other Hyuga teammate, Lucky Flucky, just took out the Dallas, so that's not happening. Now, my guns will take too long to turn around, but I'm letting one of our other friends here is playing with us, so I'm thinking, well, yeah, he'll get it. But I am just racking up secondaries on this carrier. And this is a Tier 8 Lexington. So it's like boom, 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 boom. This boat has the ability, in my opinion, to even take out a Tier 8 carrier just with secondaries without too much hustle. So it's really good. Now I'm about to enter the harbor here and do some more damage. I can't remember how much I get on this game, but I know it's over, I think 250 plus or something like that. It's just like a really great game. So as I enter the harbor here, enjoy. As always, stay safe, take care, and I hope you enjoy the replays. If you guys have any suggestions, feel free to put them down in the comments. But overall, this boat is a lot of fun. I'd highly recommend you get it because it's a good boat for operations, randoms, anything. It's also good for ranked too, in my opinion, but that's just my opinion. But anyway, take care. Bye-bye for now.